Hello, good day all. I'd like to talk a bit today about life, existence, or living. What is life? To some people, life is just to sleep, wake up, eat, drink, defecate, you know, copulate, just merriment. Then the cycle continues. But to the reasonable, life is a sum or summation of purposes or purpose. Purpose is the secret of life. Purpose is the motive of life. Life is the expression of divine purpose. Yes. And until a man realizes and assimilates and begin to, practice that purpose, everything life is that human being is doing is meaningless. Life is the expression of higher purpose. Life is the expression of divine purpose. Because we all believe that spiritual forces control the physical forces. This one you're seeing now is a walking carcass. The authority behind these movements is spiritual. What do we do in life? It's all about biological expression, physical expression, chemical expression. Then summarize with mathematical equations. Whatever you're studying in life, every other thing is just, a method used to express this four. You're the sum of your chemistry, biology, physics, and mathematics. Every other subject is art. Is that which is adopted to express this four. So what is life? Madam, sir, brother, sister, uncle, nephew, cousin, lecturer, teacher, done. What is life? Life is expression of higher purpose, or the purpose that called you into existence. You can see, we have gas. You have liquid, you have solid. You have past, present, and future. You have male and female. You have day and night. You have winter, summer. Yeah? Autumn. You have all those things. To express life. There are seasons given in between for us to understand the basics, the bucolics, the aesthetics of life. But what are you doing about fulfilling your purpose? The uninformed or ill-informed thinks life is an accident. No. You will never understand who you are or what is happening in your life until you understand the motive that called you into existence, until you understand the objectives set out for your life, until you understand what your originating purpose wants you to do and begin to do them to the best of your ability. Recently, I was doubting the concept of predestination and preordination until certain events, unexplainable events, scientifically, spiritually or religiously, made me to calm down and begin to reflect again. This couldn't have been ordinary. There are certain things science cannot explain or has not explained. Religion has not explained or could not. Yeah. How did consciousness originate? Who is God? When is God? How is God? Where is God? Where do we come from? Who are we? What's our origin? Why are we here? What happens after death? Is there life after death? Is there punishment after death? Is there bliss? Is there enjoyment after death? There are certain things that will just continue guessing until that concept called eternity comes and goes. Look at the clock. Clock breaks down, but time continues. People come, People are, sperm meets the egg during copulation or during artificial insemination. Then there's conception. Once there's conception, the process starts. And there's gestation. Some 10 days, 1 month, 12 months, 9 months. It depends on the animal or the mammal or the reptile or the being involved. After gestation, what comes in? Birth. After birth, you see growth. During the process of growth, maturity comes in. After maturity comes decline. Then expiration, or what people call death. After death, the entity, the being, that which will not be identified, goes back to oblivion, goes back to emptiness, goes back to the land of the unseen, leaving all the artificial attachments here, leaving all the materialism, all they killed for, all they fought for, all they worried for, leaving everything behind, and goes away to the land of see me no more. Then I begin to ask, what is life? Is it worth all the troubles? Is it worth all the sarcasms, Is it worth all the erraticisms? Is it worth all the romanticisms? Is it worth all the aestheticism? I begin to ask myself, is life worth all the, ideologies, the attachments? Is it worth all the confinements? Ask myself, what is life? You really see the summation of life at the grave of a loved one. Then you remember that all that is left is memories. In the cult of hope, memories always reigns as a servant. But in the cult of higher reality, hope is the last to die. In the world of faith, hope is the last to die. Because what is hope without faith? You continue to believe until the dying minute, the dying hour, the dying second. You see hope fading. When faith is almost gone, you see hope fading until the light goes out. The spirit of man, spirit of woman, the spirit is translated, goes into higher journey. Then the body begins the decaying process. The body goes down to the soil, the spirit lives. Then I begin to ask, what is life? What is existence? What is nationality? What identity? What's integrity? What's materialism? Where are the philosophers? Where are the idealists, the realists, Where are the materialists? Where are the chiefs and the kings and the princes and the princesses? Where are the kingdoms, the serfdoms? Where are the slaves and the masters? We all head to the same door of death at the end. Then I ask myself, why do we kill? Why do we betray? Why do we maim each other? Why do we hate? Why are we racist? What do sociopaths and psychopaths see in their dreams? Why the psychophancy? Why the murders? Why the assassinations? Why the killing in the name of religion? In the name of nationhood? In the name of nationality? In the name of race, grace, face, and lace? Why all the wears and the tears? I ask myself, why all the curses? Why all the anger? Why all the malice? Is it worth all the all the troubles we put in it? Is life worth it? Why can't we understand life? Where are the kings that ruled in various empires? Empires come and go. But that force that called us into existence remains. That force reigns. That force never sleeps, never tires. That force hears prayers. But it's still late for us to understand that force. That force is that's the listener to every conversation. The invisible, presence in every meeting. That force that says we shall never walk alone. That force that will help you. I will be with you in trouble. That force that says, call upon me in days of trouble, I will answer you, glorify my name. That force, which some refer to as Almighty. That force, which some call God, some call omnipotent. So by the title is omnipresent, omniscience, omniscient. That all-powerful God that's assumed, to live forever. That we imagine is always there. That force that's ever present. That force that understands. That force that says, leave judgment to me. Thou shalt not judge. There is something much more to life than we've understood, certainly. Life is larger than logic. Life is spiritual. Life is yet to be understood. I look at the kings and the queens and their glorious apparels, their palaces. I see the way, they are ignored in death. I see the so-called sacred holy ones, the priests, the imams, the popes, the archbishops, the powerful higher pastors and all those things, the reverends, the doctors, the lawyers, the gurus, the jihadists, the so-called pathfinders, or curators of faith, holiness, glory, and moral authority. I see the politicians, I see the prime minister, presidents, diplomats, ambassadors. I see the way they just exist between time and space, and they are looked for, they are not seen again. That I begin to ask myself, is life worth all the fleetingness? Is it worth all the, all the barbarisms? I see beloved ones, interred. The ones that were suckled. The ones that, worry so much about our welfare. I see them now, their hands tied in death, facing up. You call them, they don't answer. Because they've answered a higher call. They answered the call of, their motivation. The call of divine authority. The call of that, included them in the scale of reality. The call of that allowed them to exist between time and space. The call every mortal must answer. I see them lying up in death. Eyes stiff, hands stiff, I see them, I see no movement again. Every question you ask them, you answer it yourself. Every name you call them, you answer it yourself, They refuse to answer.